Hey guys, and welcome back to the world of Black Desert Online. I'm your host, the Darkseid, and today we're going to introduce a new character. We've been playing with my main character for a little while now, and I kind of felt like I should show you guys a little bit different things going on, and I've been looking kind of forward to playing as the the witch, I guess, or the sorcerer. So decided to show you guys this gameplay. Um, well, wow. Look, it happened again. When I started this character, all of a sudden, the keys are messed up and there's no movement for me. This is a known issue, and a lot of players are experiencing this, and I kind of wanted to show you guys. I was hoping it kind of actually took effect, but it did, so I wanted you guys to see it, that look, it has taken effect inside here. I can't actually interact with the character and actually get her to move because it's messed up. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to reset this game, and hopefully that'll work. Oh, you know what? No, I don't need to actually just go ahead and reset the game. Hopefully, let's see if this will actually work. What would... no, yeah, I'm going to have to reset because none of the keys are working either. Alright, guys, I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Alright, guys, and I'm back. So, now that I'm back, I wanted to point out to you guys what needed to occur here in order for this shit to work. This is a fairly common issue that is currently affecting a small minority of users, where the game seems to screw up your user cache variables and stuff like that. So if you run into the issue where you are stuck in game and you can't move, simple solution fix is to go into your C drive, your documents, and then your Black Desert folder and delete the user cache options. Be careful about deleting the customization folder, because if you've got character files saved in there, then they're going to delete out as well, and you're not going to have those character files. So go in there, delete your user cache options, restart the game, and then you should be able to come in and it should be fine. So a couple of things that I wanted to point out with the character. Now, I've been really looking forward to playing as this character because it's Grail, it's Darkseid's daughter. So a couple of things that I wanted to do. One of the things I wanted to show you guys is going to be relatively easy, and you should have noticed it right off the way, right away if you've been playing or you've been following my videos. I'll let this fucker talk.
Press the control key to turn the mouse on or off.
So the immediate thing that you should notice is that there's a hawk flying around my head. It's my hawk. It's my bird that I had from playing with my other character, and I own that character. I own that bird. It's part of my shared inventory. We are a family, so that's how that's there. Now, if you look, you can see that is there, and then if you look over here, you'll also notice that my residence is also here. So I own two residences. I own one in Hydel City, and I own one in Velia. I can look inside those areas, and I can look inside those maps, and that they're there on there for me as well. The other thing that I want you to notice is if you look up in the top left corner, you'll notice that there's contribution point setting here, and you can see I'm already at 6 of 22 because that's where I left off with my last character, Darkseid. So those are shared as well. Same thing with energy, they're shared. So the next thing you should be able to notice is if you pull up your, well, he wants me to talk to this dude, so let's talk to this guy real quick because we're in the tutorial.
I am in charge of all the four-legged beasts in Novia. If you don't have a horse yet, you'd better at least get a donkey. Donkeys are slow, but they can carry some of your belongings.
Now I want you to pay attention as well that as we are meeting new NPCs, you also notice that I've already met Shiara Coop as part of my family, and I am also sharing interest knowledge with my with Darkseid, my main character, and there are 10 of 11 people within inside Ovia that I've already met. So if I wanted to, I can go in here and I could start a conversation with her there's also a quest level that's here that's available to me in order to continue along. I'm sharing energy, so everything in the game is shared. You can see all the characters that exist here. They're all here for me to actually go ahead and interact with. I don't actually have to have all my characters running around the game world and being in the same, I guess, is the best way to say it, the same area, because it's just not necessary, because I have characters here that can be in different areas of different areas of different regions of the map, and they could all be doing their own thing. So for instance, Darkseid did not complete this quest for Shiara Coop because I didn't have enough amity level with her in order to get that. So, but that doesn't mean that I need to, that I need to leave it for Darkseid to do. I don't need to travel all the way back from Hydel or Serindia, where I'm at now, to come all the way back to Ovia in order to do this. If I have another character in this area, then I can go ahead and take action on any quests and anything that's going on in the area for like management. So for instance, say there was a house that I was managing inside Ovia and I wanted to commit transport for items from Ovia. I can then do that without problem. I could do that without problem, and it wouldn't be a difficult task to do. But he wants me to open up my inventory because we are still inside this phase of the game where we're doing tutorials. And I've been really looking forward, to be quite honest, to playing as the Sorcerer.
There are a number of wild horses
which is
around here.
really strange for me,
Well,
because I
sometimes want to kick the horse's
never.
ass. You know what I mean?
She wants to kick the horse's ass. I
Press the
never
control key
play.
to turn the mouse on.
I never play as a horse, so it's just. I mean, as a female, as a horse. Females are horses now. I never play as a female character. It's gonna be a new experience to me. But the funny part is, as I'm creating this female character, I feel more invested. Some of you are gonna look at her and be like, "Yo, she's got bigger guns than freaking some of the male characters." That's part and parcel to how I wanted to create her for that specific reason. So yeah, if I pull up my inventory window, you can see also that my pearl shop, the number of pearls that I have are saved. They're there as well. And that's a shared experience thing. Let's go take a look at one of the vendors though. So here goes a vendor right here. We remember we met Akan as my other character. So let's go in here and let's say we want to shop, right? Now I want you to notice a slight difference here. If you look on the map on the screen, I don't have money to buy anything. You notice that the coin down here, I have no coin. Well, there's a reason that you don't have coin. Remember I think in one of the videos I mentioned that is actually on my character, meaning that it's weighted to my character. Coin actually carries a weight. It's weighted to my character. It's there. Now, if I wanted to, I could deposit that money into a bank and so forth and then withdraw that money. But as it stands now, that is actually on the character. Another thing of interest to note is that gear in the game is shareable.
I have some great stuff made of high quality herbs.
There's no reason that you have to actually to use gear. So for instance, say like I'm gonna run around the map with my sorcerer, but I know that I'm going to be playing my sorcerer for a while. While I have my warrior, I can deposit anything inside a house that both characters have access to, and I can pull from that warehouse and withdraw that equipment and then equip it to my sorcerer in order to increase what she can and what she can't do inside combat, or wear and so forth. And it takes the female's role. So it's another one of those shared experiences. You're gonna have things that are shared and you're gonna have things that probably aren't shared. Like for instance, right now you notice I don't have a horse even though I have the bird. Now I'm not sure why it is that they would have decided that they were gonna have the bird, which just looks funny sitting on my shoulder. I don't think he ever really sat on my shoulder when I was playing as my other character, or I just probably didn't sit it long enough to do that. So if you recall, excuse me, when I was doing that, if you have those gears, then you can switch them over to characters, as long as you put them in a house that they all have equal access to. The other part of this is that, excuse me, Jesus, excuse me, is that if you look at the maps, or if you look at your map and you pull it up, I want you to notice that the nodes that you have connected For me, I've got quite a few quests that I'm doing over in this area by Heidel. So I built from Darkseid, that's what they had, and that's what I chose to stick with, was all of these quest areas right here. So that is literally what I have equipped. But if I had these nodes equipped all the way back over here to Ovia, then I would get the same beneficial status as those. All of that stuff carries over. The same thing for my workers, the same thing for all of that stuff. If I go to any city, for instance, if I pull up Velia, see if we can do that. I know I have gear inside Velia. So if I pull up Velia and you notice the warehouse opens up and there goes all the items that I had stored inside the city of Velia with Darkseid, my warrior character. They're all there. I can, if I had the means to do that, I could transport them to my location so that way I could then have access to them without having to run all the way over there. That's if you wanted to do that. You can also choose to invest your points however you deem fit. It's entirely up to you. The point of the game, though, being is that there's nothing stopping you, for instance, of maybe if I want to leave my Sorceress all the way over here in Ovia and have her, you know, farming this area for certain things or whatever, you know, and I got bored and I decided that I wanted to leave, you know, my warrior in this area and I wanted to just farm the heck out of that. And maybe I've got a 4th or 5th characters and I have them in other cities that are going to come along. These are things that you can do. I really like the idea of this. The idea of it being is that it makes you actually want to play other characters, because if you got something going on, there's nothing stopping you from switching over to that character on the fly. Now, what I want to do before I actually switch over to a character on the fly, though, is I actually do want to complete the main tutorial, because otherwise it's not gonna log, and there's a quest bug, there's a issue quest bug, however you see it, with that character as well. So yeah, that's gonna be weird. Now here goes a little bit of weird thing with that though. And I started seeing it quite a little bit with the game, and I'm gonna explain.
You're a new face. Are you from abroad? You've come to the right place. Our village has 3 excellent skill instructors. Jarret, the Princess of Heidel, just visited. She's pretty annoying, actually.
Is she now? So here goes something that's weird, and I want this to stand out for you guys. Is that even though you can switch all these characters, right? So if you're playing as your main character and whatever, and you started in the story, you kind of remember that Chief Igor Bartali over there. You know, he's over here inside Olvia at the moment, right? And we're inside this game world. But if you actually transport to your other character, meaning, you know, whatever your first tier character was, you'll actually end up seeing Chief Igor Bartali all the way in Velia, because when I was playing the game, he kind of relocated the same way Takros, who is a skill trainer inside the area, he does the same thing. He kind of relocated all the way to Heidel, and when I got to Heidel, I met him there. This female right here, Jarret, what is it? Jarret Doomglot, I think her name is. This quest already happened for my family, but nothing is stopping me.
Destiny must have led you here.
From completing this quest.
Never stop seeking light, even in the deepest darkness. Experience will gradually reveal the way.
Press the control key to turn the mouse on or off. Then click the red button on the Received Quest info menu to activate navigation for that quest's destination. The destination will be highlighted by a huge pillar of light.
I hate that little tutorial, but I know some people need their hands to be held, which is weird. So now, if you notice, I've also gained contribution points, right, from just now from speaking to Eden on a quest that I already did as my warrior, but I still gained the contribution points. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to actually sit here and do do these quests over again. Completely entirely up to you whether or not you do that. There's no actual reason for you to actually run the quest again, other than if you want to gain those contribution points because you want to invest inside nodes and so forth like that. But it is a very, very interesting system. But with, obviously, you can see some faults, because personally it's a little, if I was RPing per se, it's a little jarring to know that, you know what, well, why are these characters relocated here, why are they located there? It kind of gets a little bit weird. So let's talk to the skill instructor, because I think this is where the tutorial kind of ends, and this is where I want to get. And we can start with some of the sorcerer's skills.
Leave Olvia to the vigilantes. We all have a strong attachment to this town. We should be the ones to defend our own land. All of us vigilantes look up to Croxus.
You can learn such skills from the
Leave Olvia to the vigilantes. We all have a strong attachment to this town. We should be the ones to defend our own land.
So you can see still all these people I've met before, I've done things with before. His amity level is really low, but he doesn't really have anything generate an interest with, or that I necessarily want from him. However, I can learn something from him, pick up knowledge from him, and gain increased amity levels with him in order to increase other NPCs levels as well. It's completely up to you, and if you want to understand the NPC conversations, look inside the Black Desert Online playlist inside the channel, and you will see how to converse with NPCs and how to be successful at them. So yeah, so you notice the conversation did change. It did change so that way, I love this. It did change in order to become more reflective, I guess, of oh, she's a bitch. So now we're going through the attack. The conversation changed so that way it's more geared towards it was more geared towards the sorceress too. Jesus, she's fucking some shit up. Wow. She was ready to wreck some shit. So she's got a nice little kick there. That kind of reminded me of a weak version of Ken and Ryu's Shinryuken. Alright, man. She is cool. I really like this character's
all of us vigilantes look up to Croxus. Leave Olvia to the vigilantes.
You can confirm quest targets on the mini-map.
So now, keep in mind, like if you're noticing, right, the quest is still the same. There, like, there's not much change inside. What the fuck is following me right there? Oh, okay. That scared the shit out of me. The quest is still the same. So I still have to go fight black beetles, grass beetles, and so forth like that. And you guys have already seen me do that, so I'm not gonna like waste your time when I'm playing with one character and make you watch. Damn, she kind of wrecked the shit out of that grass beetle. I'm not gonna make you waste your time in order to see this. And now the reason why she's wrecking that shit is because I already got knowledge of these characters. You know what I mean? Like we've already gained knowledge from my other character, and that's the point that I want to make to you guys. Yeah, they were easy, bro. Of course they were. See, so you notice he just gave me the quest in order to learn about weasels, and it automatically accomplished because there was nothing for me to learn about weasels because I've already learned about weasels. It's collective knowledge of my family, but he still gives me the quest. Does that mean that you don't need to attack the weasels? If you want to see them die, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with farming. I would farm the fuck out of levels properly and adequately as well. I'm not in a rush though to get to level 50, so you know your opinions might change about that as depending on what you want to do for that. So let's see. Oh, my pet is almost done. When your pet gets low like this, that means that it's not going to collect any drops for you anymore, and you need to actually feed him. So I'm going to probably end up switching over after this video and make sure he gets fed because I need to get a meal bowl. But one thing I want to show you guys is where are we at? No, that's not what I want to show you guys. These were all package items that they gave us that I forgot to delete, apparently. Alright, so what I wanted to show you guys was the marketplace is open. Yes. Excuse me. The marketplace, the store, is actually open now. Where the fuck is it? There it is right there. Big old bag, right? Wait, that was the wrong marketplace. That's not what I want. I want the goddamn pearl shop. I want the pearls, bro. There it is, right there. Okay. So, the pearl shop is actually open up now. And, yeah. So, let's take a look at the pearls and so forth inside here. Alright, so you have a couple of different things going on inside the pearl shop that people are currently kind of concerned about, and that's one is the price of gear. I'm gonna pull this big old dress up for launch right here thing right there, and I want you to notice the pricing on there. See, it says 2,900 now 2,500. So I want to show you guys. They gave us 2,500 pearls, which means you pretty much can buy a costume if you were part of the Conqueror's package, right? So now let's take a look at what it actually is to purchase pearls, right? If you wanted to actually buy pearls, you have to buy one currency in order to get the other currency, and then once you get that currency, then you can exchange it into pearls, and then that's kind of the way it works, right? It's fucking weird as hell. But pretty much, if you just took it at value, what you pretty much end up with is that 100 pearls is equal to $1. So at 2,900 pearls for a costume, you're paying $29. Now the price prior to in the CBT2 was 3,200, and people complained about that. So this price right here became 2,900, and then they did decide they were going to do a promotion where these things during launch for the, I think it was up to the 14th, is going to be down to 2,500. So that way you can pretty much purchase these things. It's really fucking weird, right? Like, I mean, that's a really high price. 2,900 is almost the price of what you would have paid for the game when the game's Explorer package, was it Conqueror, Explorer, and then Traveler's package was only $30. So in some respect, I almost want to think to myself, like, hey, like, what the fuck? You could have just made the game free to play, because at that price, people would have basically been buying to get in anyways if they chose to make those purchases. It's a little weird. Some people are gonna be like, well, fuck it, you don't have to buy from the costume shop and all this other stuff. I get that. You don't actually have to buy from the costume shop. You don't have to purchase any of this shit. Will you? If you're playing the game, let's be honest, most people will. That's just fucking the truth. So like, let's take a look real quick at what they have inside the shop for the Sorceress set, for the Sorceress sets. We have the Karlstein weapon set that's available to us, and all of these items are pretty much, all these outfit sets are going to be 2,500 pearls for you to purchase. So we also have this, what the heezy is going on? Stop selecting that. So we have the Karlstein. By the way, the 2,500 price is for the weapon and outfit set, so you don't have to worry about purchasing just one, right? Then we have the burn weapon and outfit set. And you can see our sorceress in that. I'm still partial to I can't remember what set it was that was inside the shop, but I do like this set as well. But I'm gonna try to go with something that's just not just sexed up for no reason, because I have a feeling that it's gonna make me not want to use the sorcerer. I'm not into that whole pervy, let's be pervy because it's a girl on screen kind of thing. And you can purchase item individually. Why you would do that, I'm not perfectly sure. Keep in mind that all of these sets also bear item stat bonuses that I kind of showed in some of my other videos. So keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. It definitely gets weird, right? So let's say we wanted to buy these pearls, right? I don't have enough coin in order to buy those, and I kind of mentioned that or whatever. You're gonna have to buy these, and it's an exchange rate. It's really weird. Then we had the loyalty shop. So some of us are gonna get a head start on some of the other players because we already had like 400 loyalty, I think, from the Head Start program, and some people were awarded 500 loyalty depending on if you completed certain events inside the CBTs. So for instance, I think one of it was just to actually get to level 20 and tame a horse or whatever, and if you did that, you automatically was awarded 500 loyalty points. I didn't bother doing that. I didn't really care about taming horses at that point. But you can see your 500 loyalty points would be good enough to buy you storage slot increases inside the various cities that you would have visited. So Calphion, Serindia, Balenos, see how it works out, right? So keep that in mind, that those items are there for you for loyalty rewards. It's kind of weird, but yeah, those items are available. I do think the loyalty reward thing is a really cool thing. I think most games have them now, so there's nothing special about it at all. But they are there for you, and then everything else is purchasable as well, depending on what you want. Keep in mind as well that the fucking ghillie suit is still here. I don't like it. It can purchase basically hideaway for cheating or whatever. I'm not a fan of it. And then the pets are still in the store, and they've gotten a reduced price. Now, if you were part of the Conquerors package, you got one free pet anyways, so that's why I've got the hawk flying around, and now you can see the prices for these animals. Now, keep in mind, all of the different types of animals do different things for you. For instance, the hawk finds rare or elite level enemies, while the dog, I believe, finds PvP people for you, I think it is. Yeah, so all of them do different things. Like your cat finds nodes and stuff like that, gathering nodes and things like that will pop up on your mini map and everything. And then you notice down here you have your nutritious feeds. These are what allows you to, like, my pet is in danger, you can buy these in the world too. So like you don't have to worry about having them if you know, purchasing those otherwise. So yeah, there's quite a few things inside the game that we've now got a hold of and we can see. And I don't think the majority of people are still particularly happy with the prices of the cash shop because they seem quite expensive for a game that's buy to play. I don't have a problem necessarily with the outfits anymore now that the costumes rather, outfits, whatever you want to call them. I think they're called outfits. Yeah, they're outfits now. The only reason why I don't have a problem with them so much is because I understand that, you know, it's a change from other MMOs where you're buying items for just look. These items actually have stats associated to them. You know, like you'll get +1 luck for wearing a piece of gear, the overall stat bonuses for like a combat 10% XP boost and so forth. And now these might seem like they're really pay to win things, but in my opinion they really are just convenience. I'm not gonna lie, when I was first in it, I think I might have said it in some of my other videos, it looked pay to win. But now as you're playing through the game, you're seeing the rates at which certain items drop in the game, and like, you know, crystals and stuff like that that you can equip. It really isn't as much a model of pay to win so much as it is as convenience. You know, you buying any XP boosters that you could drink from, I guess, would be the equivalent to that. So not pay to win necessarily. Does that mean everything in the game so far is not pay to win? Nah, I wouldn't go that far. There are things in my opinion that are still pay to win. It's just a matter of how you view it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna probably end up purchasing a set for my character. Definitely won't be this, because I didn't make her eyes and all that shit look that cool, just so that way she could be hidden underneath a cape. But I don't know what yet, and I'm not that in a rush to do it either. Hopefully, if there is one that I like, then I can get it done before you know, the sale goes away, because I don't want to spend $29 on a freaking set item. So there you guys have that. That's another part of the game. The other thing that we can take a look at, I don't want to talk about this just yet, because I don't know what skills I'm going to invest in. I don't know what skills, you know, matter most to a sorcerer play. I understand what her sorcerer's class abilities look like, and they look cool because my wife was playing as one, but I don't know what they all entail, and I don't feel comfortable getting into that conversation just yet. When they do, or when I do take the time to actually look at it, now that I'm playing with her and I'll get her to level 20, yeah, then we'll take a look at that. Well guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and if you're not my problem. Find another channel. Sorry. But if you are, I hope you stick around. Always remember, please like, subscribe, and comment on the videos. Lets me know what you guys want to see, what you guys don't see, and so forth like that. If you don't like something, you just don't like it, that's fine. Comment on that. I don't mind answering questions, or if somebody has a problem. Like, I think one of the videos for the Black Desert series is up, and people are just like, the volume is drowned out or really too high, and I can't hear your voice. I hope I've fixed that with some of my newer videos, so that way that's not a problem. But it took me tinkering with the freaking tinkering a little bit. That's funny that I just noticed it says the Sleipnir Guild completed something, and I named my horse Sleipnir. So yeah. Alright guys, so until next time, I hope you guys enjoy the video series. Have fun.